got no production assistant, so it's just me, Ron Styles, and
hey, buddy, Manny, Lovon, BK Don, what it is?
we here, man. Episode 2, healthy, your guide to a balanced hip hop diet.
Yeah, because
right?
A lot of you got real unbalanced diets. You're looking real nervous. You got to get your hip hop official in an official way. Come on, stop playing.
Come on, man, stop playing. It's it's a good day. It's cold outside.
Freezing.
I don't know when y'all gonna see this. It's probably gonna be like January sometime y'all see this. But
still be freezing.
Yeah, it's still gonna be freezing, but this is like November 11th to be exact, and it's balls outside. So
Government still shut down.
Yeah, the government still shut. No. They voted. They about to open it back up.
Oh no, that's the Senate. Congress still got it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, government still shut down. So I don't know if y'all see this in
January. We don't know if it's gonna be turkeys this year for Thanksgiving. Macaroni and cheese. You might have to get the American cheese because grandma can't afford the good cheese for the, you know what I mean?
We don't know, man. We don't know. But we are glad that you're here with us. Episode 2, man. I want to apologize for the technical difficulties on episode 1. I do apologize for that. Hopefully we get it right. We don't have a budget, man. We don't have a production assistant. So it's just 2 niggas in the camera. And so we gonna make it rock. And we're going to get this hip-hop discussion going, man.
Absolutely. We're dealing with grains?
That's what I'm about to say.
Essentials?
This the vegan episode, seems like.
Big shout out to the vegans. So basically, you can understand understanding so that it's understood.
Yes.
If you don't know these essentials, these are the essentials,
the whole
necessities
grains,
in hip-hop.
The whole grains.
If you don't got these, go away. Go play in traffic blindfolded.
The whole grains and the veggies. We're also going to discuss the veggies in this episode. Your vegetables, the brain food.
Yes.
Your, we're gonna.
And that's not your one piece of lettuce on your hamburger.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my man, I think it's E. Cruz, man. He called it the half diet. You get you a plate, you got all this, you might have your ribs, your mac and cheese, and your coleslaw. That's your half diet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm trying to look out. You feel me?
It'd be like yours are garnish.
Yeah. So you get your double cheeseburger with a slice of lettuce. It's half diet.
And a pickle.
And a tomato.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's your salad. No, we're not doing that.
No, we're not doing that.
We're about to give you a
real
full
vegetables,
salad,
some collard greens,
all that.
Yeah.
With no pork in the collard.
Yeah, no pork.
That's what it is. So I think definitively though, the golden era of hip hop is what we're addressing. So that's like 88 to 96.
Well, we was discussing that earlier. I know that was kind of like a pre-show discussion we was having, and I don't think we necessarily need to stick within that because my pick actually came out of 85.
Okay. For
the classics.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Hip hop, I don't think we don't really want to constrain it. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to, if it's dope, it's dope. You know what I'm saying? And if it's a classic, it's a classic.
Indeed.
I think last episode we brought up Sugar Hill Gang.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a classic. Regardless of how people felt at that time, because there was
backlash,
some divisiveness at the time, but looking at it now for what it was and what it did, and what it stood for at that time, that was not a hip hop record playing. You know what I'm saying? So Sugar Hill Gang, the hip.
The hip hop, you don't stop. To the
Rappers Delight is definitely a classic.
No
so
question.
So I don't really want to constrain it to just the golden era.
Indeed.
Although I do, of course we want to recognize that, but we want to recognize all eras too. So.
Indeed. Big shout out to all eras.
Shout out to all eras, man. Shout out to hip hop as a whole, man. We on 53 years?
Damn.
Something like that?
53 years.
Yeah, I think the 50th anniversary was 3 years ago. So yeah, 50, that's crazy. Whole grains. Classics. Bonafide.
Now, since we're gonna be flipping and bouncing, the song that was one of those songs that kind of changed the game, Sucker MCs, Run DMC.
Yes, classic.
Listen, man.
Bonafide.
It was just a beat, and it was just like game changer. And what was interesting about that time is all the rappers was dressing like Funkadelic, George Clinton.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then they came and it was like, nah, son, we doing Adidas, sweatsuits, and the hat.
Yes.
And it was funny because Russell, when they was doing all of that, Russell was like, yo, y'all dress like Jam Master Jay. And that's how the whole style came about. So big shout out to Jam Master Jay, rest in peace to the great Jam Master Jay, but that's how Run DMC began. Remember, Run DMC was the first to get the sneaker deal.
Yes.
Run DMC was the first to fill up
Adidas.
the
Yes.
Madison Square Garden doing
Yes.
tours like that.
Yes.
Run DMC was
When they
another
the first do like the movies, was it
yeah,
like
first movie.
Yo,
Tougher Than Leather.
Tougher Than Leather?
Yeah.
And what's the other one? Was it Beat Street?
Yeah, but that was like there wasn't no rap stars in that. That was
Okay.
like, you know, the pop locking dudes and all that.
Got you.
know what
But
I'm saying?
there was another movie where they were central to it. Am I not mistaken? Or is that the same movie? I might be
Crush
confused.
Groove.
Crush Groove.
Crush Groove.
Crush Groove. All right. Yeah.
Crush Groove. Tougher Than Leather was the second movie.
Got you.
That's when they was on they, you know, MacGyver shooting people like with one shot. The movie was hilarious because it was like, yo, run. Dude, like 80 yards away, one shot, got over. It was crazy. Big shout out to that.
Yeah, Run DMC, Suck MCs. So what? That came out in
90, 80,
first released in '83
83.
as a B-side to It's Like That.
It's like that.
So why you wouldn't go with It's Like That over Suck MCs? Why you feel like?
It's like that. I mean, I was young, but It's Like That was more of it was a conscious commercial,
Okay.
you know, record, you know what I mean, for the
Okay.
radio. Suck MCs was not supposed to do what it did because it was just like, yo, this is a point in hip hop when most people was doing, you know, you had Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, you know, you had that kind of energy with it, you know what I mean?
And what you saying? They was dressing like they was.
They was dressing like George Clinton, Parliament, Funkadelic, all that. It was no, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't that B-boy style. The B-boy style was really like Crash Crew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We are here to be left behind.
Yeah.
All we want to do is just blow your mind
Yeah.
just one more time.
Right,
And
right,
you know,
right.
when you see with that old shit, and you say New York City,
Yeah.
that comes from the Crash Crew. You know what I
Okay,
mean? So
okay.
they was on that hood vibe. But
Okay.
the breakthrough record,
Yeah.
Sucker MCs.
Okay.
Oh my God. And you know, Jam Master JB, that was the beginning of every Run DMC show. That Sucker MCs.
Yeah.
Cut the hell out of that record. Oh my God.
And old school hip hop DJs. Well, I don't want to say old school hip hop DJs, but
Classic.
when they want to go to a classic set, they still drop Sucker MCs
Oh,
to
no
this day.
question. No
Yeah.
question.
And it
Right.
still hit. Them drums.
Oh my God.
Them drums. Them drums is this classic, and I think though that became a staple of that era. You know what
Definitely.
I'm saying? That heavy snare.
Yeah.
That became a staple of that era. So yeah, Suck MCs, I can definitely see that as a classic, man, for sure.
And I felt like, you know, back when that pop, you know, Run was dope. But I think when Eric B. and Rakim came out, Eric B. for president,
Yeah.
that was like another, you know, change of the guard, but it was still that hood vibe. So Eric and Ra, you know, they came with the crazy jewels, and then it was dropping 5% of knowledge.
Yeah.
So that was like, whoa, we don't need pork no more.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So that was big too. But Suck MCs, and then like I said, you know, we definitely want to make sure you get your classics. And if you don't know these songs,
Of course.
you don't know hip hop.
And this is what healthy is about, man. We're trying to teach y'all, or those that want. We I ain't trying to be facetious or no arrogant assholes when I'm saying this, but those that really care about the culture and that want to learn more, especially the younger kids out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what healthy is for. You know, we got humble beginnings. We want to grow this show. You know what I'm saying? We still trying to get the set and everything right. I'm about to take a little small break and make sure that the audio is right. Because like I said, we ain't got no production assistant. But it's just what it is and what we do, man. This is healthy. Ron Styles, Manny, Lovon. And yeah, we can keep this train moving, man.
Bomb.
By the way, introduce the spot, man. We backstage or in the back room at Healthy. Not Healthy. This is Healthy, the podcast.
Yeah.
But a healthy living spot
No question.
called Lilla.
Which stands for Love is Love Always. It's
Yes.
an acronym. So boom, everything here is all vegan. We use dates to sweeten our smoothies. We got vegan empanadas, vegan patties. We don't play no games. All the tonics, tinctures you need. Everything, loveislovealways.com. You know what it is. So anything health and wellness, we got you. Once,
through.
twice, 3 times.
Come through, man. And then myself, New Era Music House. You may know me, you may not. It's all
Any,
good.
baby.
Some of your favorite people do, and that's really all that matters to me.
No question.
We're gonna continue building this healthy platform,
Yes.
educating you people on what hip hop is all about, man, and making sure you got a balanced approach to it, because it's easy to get out of balance in this hip hop, especially in today's day and era.
No question.
No rap in the top 40.
Wow. Well,
No
you know,
good music, bro. No good music.
What's interesting about that and I'm not. I don't want to. Don't send me no emails. But women are pretty much running hip hop right now, right? Would you say?
They even tired of that too.
Right.
They tired of that too. I've seen it. They're tired of the female rap.
ratchet.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm selling coochie for $5 in a sandwich.
No rap in the top 40, man.
It's trash. Now, interestingly enough, one of the most essential records in hip hop for me is, well, it's two of them. And it's Queen Latifah. Ladies First with More Love, and of course U.N.I.T.Y.
Okay.
And when nobody was ever tired of female MCs before, because they were spitting bars.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just, look at my pussy, look at my pussy.
Look at my pussy and pussy again. Look at it again and again and again.
Chill.
Pussy and look at it again. And then look at my pussy again.
That's a hit, bro.
Yeah, and then look at it again.
That's a hit.
And then I'm going to change my flow and you're going to look at it again.
Bang. So, big shout out to the female.
Shout out to female rap, man. But I just want y'all, we got to have more subject matter.
We do. And, it's because we need a balance. Like, Chuck D was talking about that one time. We understand that, we've always liked our ratchet hip-hop.
Yes.
We like our conscious hip-hop.
Yes.
And we like our lyrical hip-hop.
Yes.
And I feel like, when we listen to the radio, it should be a balance like that. Like, we're trying to give you balance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
A balanced hip-hop diet.
Yes.
Yes, man.
We all need that because it's like, we can't just shoot people all day. Sometimes we need to, yo, brother, peace.
But it's okay to want to.
Oh, no question.
Yeah, I know you might be in trap. I mean, we off topic just a little bit, but you in traffic. You mad. You just got out of work. Move, bitch. Get out the way. That's a perfect song. But am I going to listen to that, at my sister's baby shower?
Absolutely not.
Well, depending on
what type of, yeah.
But I'm just saying.
It's a ratchet
I'm just
shower.
saying, it's a time and a place for everything, man. And that's what, again, healthy.
Absolutely.
What we trying to do.
Balance.
So we stay in the lane of our whole grains bars. I'm gonna go with, we got Lottie Dottie. Then the show.
The show was the B-side. No, the A-side was the show. The B-side was Lottie Dottie.
Okay.
And the show was like, that was Inspector Gadget. That was the era when all of a sudden everybody had a little Casio keyboard.
Right.
And all people could play was Inspector Gadget. Like nobody could play any of. There's about 2-3 songs that came out with that same. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And
though, well, it's like 2 in 1, but it's like the exact same. But that Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh, bona fide classic. Yeah. You cannot tell the story of hip hop without those two.
What's interesting is, Dougie Fresh was popping on his own, underground singles that he was doing. He had the Get Fresh crew and all of that. Ain't no half stepping. And then, once he linked up with Slick, and, Slick had that British thing, the Wallies, the Mad Jewels, and of course, the storytelling. That was the first time that you really even heard a precursor of a story. Lottie Dottie.
Right.
Then, of course, the show. Well, here's a little something that needs to be heard, yo. I was on chick, chilling all alone. No one knew. And he told the story about getting on the train and the whole thing with that. And Slick just bought this storytelling thing, and that was just like, wait a minute.
The master of it, man. And I think that gave birth to a whole different lane of hip hop.
No question.
For the next generation, right? Because I didn't really come to learn about Lottie Dottie until Snoop Dogg's version of it.
Double. That was a big controversy when he redid. That was probably the first time that somebody redid a hip hop song.
Right.
That was big. Like you couldn't bite nobody lyrics. It was like, wait a minute, that's not. You can't do that, son.
Right.
And Slick was like, Snoop was like, I don't give a fuck what y'all feel. I'm doing it.
I remember my cousins used to bump that song like religiously.
The Snoop version.
The Snoop version.
Wow.
And that's how. Because like I said, let me see. This came out. We should have this all.
Yeah, we should have that. Big shout out to us for doing this
big shout out to us for
live,
doing this live.
I'm
probably going to edit it anyway, but it's cool.
Yeah.
86. So yeah, that came out in 86. I was 2 years old. And of course, I probably could have used like ChatGPT or something to look that up way faster. But I'm old school. I like to Google my shit.
Big shout out to that.
But yeah, so 86. I was 2 years old. So I did not become aware of that song, obviously, until later on in life. But as I got older, newer hip hop songs were coming out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you get to Snoop Dogg's version, which had to be early 90s, I'm going to say probably like 94 around, or 4-ish around up in there. Okay, now I'm 10, 11, and I'm hearing this, and then, but I'm not knowing this referencing
the original.
I'm not knowing that yet. You know what I'm saying? So Snoop Dogg kind of carried me to that like backwards discovery. And then when you hear it, and then you like, oh.
So what was your response or your reaction, I guess, once you heard the original compared to that one? Like, was you like, holy shit, did you think it was better or worse?
Nah, I didn't really think it was, better. It was more like, oh, that's where he got that from. You know what I'm saying? And then, cause then you gotta think too, when I came up in that era, sampling was already a thing. And so like my uncles was telling me, oh, this ain't nothing but that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm hearing that already. So like I'm making the connection like, oh, okay, he born from this, he born from that. And then I was starting to be able to recognize, you know what I'm saying? Of course, as I got older, say like into my teens, now I'm able to recognize samples, you know what I'm saying? Because I done heard the original, you know what I'm saying? Right. So like it started like that was like one of my first like educational moments in hip hop. Like, oh shit, like he got that from this. Now I'm learning about Slick Rick. You know what I'm saying? That's the dude with the patch that was in the Outkast video. You know what I'm saying? Like I did, you know, so it's just like it's connecting those dots. And so that's why I can appreciate Snoop Dogg, but then I can also appreciate Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh for making such a classic.
No question.
You know what I'm saying? For sure.
No question. And the song was so dope, even when Slick Rick wound up going to jail, Dougie Fresh could go on tour and perform Lottie Dottie, just do the beatbox, and the crowd just does the whole song.
And can still do that to this day.
To this day.
Yeah, he can still do this to this day. You know, Dougie Fresh, rest in peace to the Charlotte version of the CIAA. Yeah. Dougie Fresh used to come through the CIAA in Charlotte every year and get a bag. Dougie Fresh used to do like 5 shows in 3 days. And the show was the one that everybody was waiting on, I swear to God.
Absolutely.
And so it's that's a classic that's never gonna die. So shout out to Dougie Fresh, shout out to Slick Rick.
And it spawned a lot of like almost copies. So what was crazy about that was then you had Just Ice drop Latoya.
Okay.
Latoya. And it was a beatbox joint. But the only thing it was completely filthy. Yeah. And then he did another one, This Girl Is a Slut. She got crabbies up her butt. I
hate that Beatboxing Died.
Me too.
Like the last iteration was with Rozelle.
Right. Damn, I forgot about that dude.
Like as far as like popularity, like mainstream beatboxing popularity, like Rozelle, but yeah. But remember Timbaland used to throw it in his production.
Yep.
Yeah, beatboxing just faded, man.
You know, Eminem do his little. But that'd be dope. Somebody, big shout out to the next person to do a hip hop record with beatboxing. You beatbox, we could do something. Okay.
I don't even know if anybody can beatbox anymore. Like, is that like a lost art?
It is.
It's like Latin, like a lost language.
It is.
Like niggas don't beatbox no more.
It is. And you know, that's really part of the grains. I mean, you know, if you don't know about beatboxing,
exactly.
Because the great rest in peace, Biz Markie.
Rest in peace, Biz.
Nobody beats the Biz. Nobody beats the Biz.
That's another grain for y'all too, man. Look that up.
And that was actually one of the first biggest lawsuits in hip hop. Because Nobody Beats the Biz was a commercial for an electronics store. Like, you know how boys and girls, you know how we have Best Buy. Back then there was a place called The Wiz, and The Wiz was electronics, and their commercial was Nobody Beats the Wiz. And they sued the hell out of Biz Markie.
Damn, they sued Biz Markie. That's so
yeah, they was like, these hip hop dudes get money. Let's get this money.
More knowledge, man. Damn, niggas been getting sued since back in the
80s. Matter of fact, they shut down Biz's whole record. He had an album coming out.
Damn.
One sample they couldn't clear.
They couldn't clear
and
it.
the dude shut the entire album down and sued him anyway.
That's crazy.
So big shout out to the pioneers of hip hop for going through the pains and drama. So now we have, what's the law now? I guess you can do interpolation or was it Fair Use Act or something, I guess, or a lot of...
Fair use, interpolation, but now you still gotta get that sample cleared though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And please clear them samples, man.
Please.
Don't be out here, you know, jacking people work, man. I saw a video today of some earlier artists. They don't get paid for shit, man. All these artists, you know, sampling is like the big thing now. Everybody trying to dig to find, you know, their record, and these niggas ain't getting paid, bro. Like, it's crazy. Yeah. But
We digress.
We digress.
Hip-hop
Healthy.
thing. Healthy.
Episode 2.
You know what I would absolutely have to throw in there too?
What?
Public Enemy.
Which
A
one?
Nation of a Million, The Hold Us Back dropped in 94.
Yes.
And Chuck was talking pro-black radical. Farrakhan's a prophet that I think you. I mean, who is this dude? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they had a song called "Rebel Without a Pause," and everybody knows that sample when Jesse Jackson, brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
I don't know what this world is coming to. If you don't know about Public Enemy, you got problems. You might know about Flavor Flav and the Flavor of Love. That was a money grab. You know what I'm saying? And big shout out to Flav. I mean, Flav was the first hype man. Flav was the first ever hype man.
But technically, in the sense of hype man, yes. But the MC was the DJ's hype man originally.
Yes, absolutely.
You know
It
what I'm
started
saying?
with the DJ was the center
The
of
DJ
everything.
was the center of everything.
Absolutely.
And the MC.
Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five.
But then the performance of the MC started getting grander and grander and grander. And then the MC overtook the DJ. Now the DJ is literally just the sound provider in a lot of instances.
Yeah. But DJs are important.
But the DJs are having a renaissance now. Like it's coming back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's cool to see.
Hell, DJs will give more money than performers.
That's why I say it's a renaissance now.
Dude's getting $100,000 to spend for 2 hours.
Yeah, DJs making a renaissance now, man. Shout out to the DJ community.
I'm saying you about to get the $100,000 to show money. I'm saying start playing that EDM.
Man, I don't. That's another time. Healthy, whole grains. The third joint that we got.
Yes.
Classic.
I.e., if you don't know these records,
You need to go back and learn these records.
and get your grains.
Get your grains,
vegetables.
man. Get your vegetables. Build up that foundation, man.
Give me another one.
91. Main Source album. Breaking Atoms. That was a young cat.
Last name Jones?
Yes. Who dropped the verse.
Megaverse.
Astronomical verse. On a track called Live at the Barbecue. Nasir Jones. My GOAT.
Streets disciple, my raps are trifle.
Come on, man.
I shoot slugs from my brain just like a rifle.
Come on, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nas became this like boogeyman. Who is this dude when that song popped? It's like, yo, who is this dude?
Who is this
And it was
dude?
funny because Akinelli came out after, before Nas actually, Akinelli dropped, put it in your mouth. My mouth. Pause.
Pause.
And that was a game changer too. Big shout out to the filth in hip hop. You know, hip hop had those certain songs that were just filthy. Freaky Tales came out with Too Short.
Yeah.
And that was part of what Slick Rick brought to the game. So now, you know, people like Too Short had these stories like, whoa.
Yeah.
Tupac, I mean, you know, Too Short was filthy.
Yeah, of
Big
course.
shout out to him.
Shout out to him. Yeah, you know you like them filthy niggas.
I like the filth.
He loves filth.
It's just funny.
Yeah, man. DM them ladies.
Yeah.
Nas verse, Main Source, Live at the Barbecue.
Man.
Set it off, man.
Bid and War, all that.
I was not privy to be aware of this song when it dropped. Like I said, it dropped in 91. I was alive, obviously. But when the very, very first Nas song that I ever heard was The Message, right? Because that's the first song on It Was Written. And so I instantly had to do my reverse research.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Thank God for the birth of the internet. That opened up a lot of doors. I don't know if people remember the online hip hop lyrics library.
I remember that.
OHHLA.com.
Yeah.
That website, bro, it introduced me to so much shit. Of course, it was just lyrics, but I was able to see it broken down by, artists, the album. You know what I'm saying? You could see the song tracks and all that other stuff. So when I knew who Nas was, I was at, on that website. I discovered that website a couple years later. I was able to go to Nas. I was able to see his whole discography. Because websites now like Genius and Wikipedia and all that stuff where all the information was readily available, it didn't exist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? OHHLA was like the closest thing to that stuff now.
Right.
Back then.
Right.
Where like all the information was readily compiled. Shout out to whoever started that. I don't know who started that website, but you are a hip hop god, man. We need to bring you on the show and have you talk about it.
So the first song you heard was The Message by Nas.
That was the very first like Nas song I heard.
And that just changed your life.
Yeah, of course, because that showed me what, like, oh, this is what rap, like, this is what this shit is. Okay. And so when you get to a track like Live at the Barbecue, I'm able to kind of like put myself in that position. I wasn't there, obviously, but I'm able to put myself in that position, and I'm like, okay, I see what it is.
Yeah, well, great music, it feels like it puts you there. And it's like the Message by Nas, that was like 96. The original Message, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, 82.
Right. But then that's the other thing. So,
like
and
the
Nas was
jungle
Nas was 18
Right.
when he did that. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's like, and to have a verse that you wrote at 18 still stand the test of time, that's crazy.
Amazing.
That's amazing. And because you look at today's 18-year-olds, they not writing that like that.
I'm sure they are, but they're suppressing them.
Yeah, okay, all right. I don't want to say no 18-year-old.
Yeah, because I know some like.
I'll take that back.
No,
it ain't gonna say no 18-year-old.
That are lyrically ridiculously gifted, but because of the current climate of hip hop, which leads us to having no top 40 songs.
Right.
There's just been the decline of amazing lyrics.
So now maybe they gotta come out. This was gonna force them to kind of.
This is what we're here to teach
emerge.
You feel me? So you can take some of that. It's almost like basketball, right? The fundamentals is what makes winners win. You know what I'm saying? You need a fundamentally sound game. You feel me?
Facts.
And it's like, if you take your fundamentals, you're never gonna lose. You're always gonna win. And it's like, if these rap dudes will go back to the fundamentals, like, b-boy and MCing, the art of rhyming, actually taking time to write a 16, not, well, I'm gonna take 2 pills, get drunk, and then just turn on the mic.
Yeah, it's a bit of conversation about that too, because it's a lot of drugs. That like kids feel like they gotta be drunk and how to make good music, and you don't, bro. You ain't gotta be drunk and how to make good music
at all.
Because a lot of this music that's coming out while y'all drunk and high is trash. So, like
Big
I said, it's time for some true lyricists to kind of step up. I want to see what Ruben Vincent. I want to see what Ruben Vincent does, man. He's from Charlotte, produced by Ninth Wonder.
Big shout to that.
But I want to see what he gonna do as far as like this new wave of hip hop artists, and see if he can crack through. But
big shout to that.
Live at the Barbecue, man. It's one of them classics. If you've never heard of it before, go stream it right now. All 3 of the songs that we just talked about, as far as from the classic standpoint, from the whole grain standpoint. Y'all, we're gonna run through them again. Yeah. Of course, the last one was Live at the Barbecue. Then we had Suck MCs, Run DMC, Suck MCs. And then we had Lottie Slash the Show, Slick Rick, and Dougie Fresh.
And of course, the remix or the redone version by Snoop.
Yeah, then the Snoop Dogg version as well.
And what was interesting is like the Lottie Dottie original was beatboxing. Then
Snoop put the beat on it.
Very lyrical.
Yeah, no 808s, man. It ain't no 808 straight beatboxing from the guy Dougie Fresh, man. Rest in peace, Slick. Was Slick Rick still around?
Slick Rick is very much still around.
Okay.
Slick Rick just dropped another album.
We was talking about Biz Markie that passed away.
Biz Markie. And Big, what's interesting too, now that you mentioned that, because we mentioned Nas. So Nas, started Mass Appeal. And then he dropped a whole new album, Slick Rick's whole new project.
Yeah.
He dropped Mobb Deep's new album.
Yeah.
He dropped Ghostface album.
Yeah.
And he dropped Raekwon's album. And he's dropping an album next month. So just the fact that somebody who respected and loved hip hop so much, he put on some of the greatest ever, who, the industry is like, move on. and he put these same people back in the position to win. So big shout out to him for that. You know, we need to support, you know, the legends who made the game poppin'. I mean, Ghost Ray, you know what I mean?
Right, of course.
Changed the game, you know, so I
And
appreciate
I can't
that.
wait to discuss more stuff when we get into that era, that bag, you know, when those songs come up.
You know, we got to do.
That's going to be a healthy discussion.
Very healthy. And we got to do a whole show just on female rappers. Like from the beginning, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
to current. And even just the comparisons. You know, you had your Sparky D's and your Sha Rocks.
Yeah.
You know, Roxanne Shantae's.
Yes.
You know, you had some serious, you know, of course, and currently, you know, of course, damn, she was on Kendrick album. I love her to death. Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Jean Grey. I mean, you know, we got some dope
Jean, oh my God, Jean Grey. I was just spinning some of her joints. It was a artist that was having a listen party, Nani Laila. Shout out to Nani and the whole Tribe crew.
Oh yeah,
you know, it's a female rapper. You know what I'm saying? With a yeah. And I had to put some I had the playlist. I had to put some Jean Grey in the playlist. Man. Had to. That was
Jean Grey dope.
Yeah, fire.
And most people don't even know who she is.
Exactly, bro.
And she's amazing. And it's like, you know, it's
Simply
like there's clearly a conspiracy, bro.
If you love bars, Jean Grey, Grae. Yeah, that's the last name.
I think Kweli put her, right? Talib put out or something? Or?
I had to do the research on that.
Yeah.
I had to do the research on that.
Yeah, we'll have it corrected by the time we.
But that actually, she's a good transition to the next category, though. Cause we're gonna talk about these veggies.
Yes.
These vegetables.
And again, that's not a piece of lettuce and a tomato on a burger.
Yeah, nah, we talking about
Your mama collard greens.
Rhubarb. We talking about
cabbage,
kale, asparagus. What else y'all niggas need?
Man,
radishes.
Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
The stuff healthy.
Clean out your system. Get your mind right.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Not no process. You know.
Flush that.
And we ain't talk about broccoli mixed with like a half a gallon of cheddar cheese.
No.
You know what I mean? Talk about broccoli slightly steamed.
But done right.
Done right.
Done
right.
right.
A little crunchy.
Yeah, got some flavor to it. You know what I'm saying?
Not black people style with.
Yeah.
Broccoli hanging.
It ain't. Yeah.
Nah, we need to look like broccoli.
It
look
ain't
like
gonna be bland.
Pasta.
It ain't gonna be bland. It ain't gonna be that Ruby Tuesdays side of steamed vegetables. Like nah. We talking about
like when the collards go.
Yeah,
you know, we sauced it up and seasoned
exactly.
it up.
But healthy. No pork. No
Very
pork
healthy.
on my fork. My first one. I'm going Mos Def.
Mos Def. Elaborate.
I'm going mathematics.
Okay.
You gotta know how to add, first of all. Because it's the verse starts off. 1 for Charlie Hustle, 2 for Steady Rock, 3 for the forthcoming live future shock. It's 5 dimensions, 6 senses, 7 firmaments of heaven and hell, 8 million stories to tell, 9 planets faithfully keeping orbit with the probable 10th. That's how the verse starts.
Yo, Mos Def is another level, bro.
Another level.
Mos Def is another level.
When I want to think, when I'm brainstorming, when I'm in a creative mood, when I might need to just escape a little bit. Mathematics and tracks like it, those are tracks that take me there.
I'm glad you said that, Escape. Big shout to that. 1994, Whodini released their debut album, Escape.
Okay.
Whodini had a song called 5 Minutes of Funk. Killer. And of course, you know, and Nas again, going back to Nas, One Love. Whodini had a song called One Love. One Love. You're lucky if you have just one love. But when Whodini dropped, there was a song, the first video music show that we had in New York City when we was little kids was called Video Music Box, Ralph McDaniel. So all of the hip hop that popped off was done right around that time. And the song that played at the beginning of every time, big shout out to Ralph McDaniels, was this song, 5 Minutes of Funk. And what was crazy was, when Whodini did that, they recorded the entire album in Germany. Came back, and you know, they from Brooklyn, and forget about it. So big shout out to them. I think, you know, if you don't know who Whodini is, you definitely need to, you know what I'm saying, check them out. You know what I mean? They had some crazy classics, and that was right around the time when you had the first big tours. Run DMC, Whodini, the Fat Boys, you know, crazy. LL.
And that's another recent reference, Clips album. Sold ecstasy and disappeared by young Whodini.
See, when you know stuff like that, you understand the bars. You dig?
Hey, and then on the video, I think they was doing a Genius interview, and no malice. He didn't even catch the bar until there at the interview, cause it's crazy.
That's crazy.
Cause Push was breaking it down, and then he started explaining the bar, and then Malice was like, "Hold on." And like he put it together,
Right.
Like at the Genius, and then Push looked down like nigga, you ain't getting it.
Like, yo, you ain't get that? Yo, that's hilarious.
Sold ecstasy and disappeared. I am Whodini. The Whodini line's a double entendre.
Wait a minute. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I just caught that. I just caught the ecstasy Whodini.
Yeah, the actual group Whodini. And, you know, of course, the magician. Sold ecstasy and disappeared. I am Whodini. Ecstasy was one of the members of Whodini. So on and so forth. Who's that gonna resonate with? Who's gonna get it? But the bar is so fresh to me that it's like, man, you just gotta sacrifice for the greater good. Like, fuck it. I don't care who gets it. The 3 people who may get it, that's gonna be enough, because they gonna come to the show and they gonna be like, so that's the 10 disappeared. Who did it?
Yo, man, that's when you know you got an ill pen, when they be like, your brother who was in the trenches with you, he didn't catch it till months later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every day y'all write. That's hilarious.
Yeah, every day y'all been rapping together. Yeah. But yeah, Whodini, shout out to Whodini, man. But yeah, the Mathematics, it was a B-side. But they released it as a single.
Right.
On
I
Mos
think his
Def,
first show was like Big Booty, Miss Big Booty.
Miss Fat Booty. And you know, it always kind of got to be like that, right? A commercial joint.
That's how they did
And then you
hip-hop.
got to sneak in what you really,
The hood.
Yeah, what you really about.
Yeah, for sure.
Black on Both Sides.
Okay.
Released August 2nd, 1999.
Okay.
I was in high school. Yeah. I was in high school. Like, I remember when this album dropped, Mos Def was a supreme lyricist at that time, and only like a certain type of person would even like be even listening to Mos Def.
No question. And I was one of Medina Green. Oh yeah, I used to rock with them. You know, back in the day, that was dope, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm from Brooklyn, so
Yeah,
Most be around,
yeah.
Talib be around, all them dudes. Is
And
around.
me being from
AZ.
Charlotte, it's especially at that time, Atlanta music, because Outkast, Pastor Troy heavy. Pastor Troy can come to Charlotte today and make a bag still. No Limit, Cash Money, Boosie, like the South was real heavy. And it was making quality music at that time too. So being born and raised in Charlotte, being entrenched down here, like wasn't nobody listening to Mos Def like that. It was cats that were, but compared to, and Mathematics would get run, but it wouldn't be on like the mainstream radio shows and stuff like that.
Yeah. And plus, he was Islamic and all of that.
Yeah, because yeah. Well, the 5%ers was a big part of Supreme Mathematics. That was a big part of a lot of New York rap. Yeah. Even in a lot of Jay-Z music, it's more covert. Yeah. But he got a lot of references to Supreme Mathematics and the Nation of Islam and everything. He was wearing the chain for a little bit.
Yeah, but he was.
It was Jay Electronicas, but he was rocking the chain.
Yeah, but remember, Mos Def is an Orthodox Muslim.
Of course. I mean, he done changed his name. He got extradited. He wasn't allowed in the United States. He did go through a lot.
They didn't allow him back in the U.S.?
Well, he had that world passport. He didn't have an official passport. He had the world passport, and he tried to leave, I think, from South Africa, and they detained him. And they was not letting him go because they thought that it was a scammer, it was fraudulent. But he's like, y'all been using this since 98.
Right. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
but
I was wondering what happened with that.
But yeah, that world passport, it's messed up because I'm like, bro, you got the bread to get a passport, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I guess when you've been moving the way he been moving, I haven't had no issue with it.
Well, you must have did something right because you got it popping now.
But that's one of the reasons why he changed his name too. So now I go by Yasin Bey and all this other stuff. But Mathematics, 99, classifies conscious hip hop. I hate that term because it has such like a negative stigma behind it. But it's evolved. Like the way they did woke nowadays, like they done made woke like this negative thing. Like, nah, nigga, fuck being woke. I'd rather be sleep.
Right.
Like it's crazy.
I'm conscious. I ain't woke.
Yeah, I'm unconscious, nigga. Like it's crazy. But produced by DJ Premier. Raucous was the label.
Russ, it was.
Shout out to Raucous.
Big shout out to them.
That was a crazy logo too. That Raucous logo was crazy. I used to always try to draw it with the razor blades. Right? That shit was crazy.
Big shout out to them. They tried to get me to put a song on their compilation, but they didn't want to pay me, so I passed. I should have did it though.
Hey,
in retrospect.
Hey, shit.
Wanted that bread. I would like to throw into that my guy, KRS One.
Yes.
KRS One KRS One has 18 studio albums, bro.
18.
18 studio albums.
My oldest kid, 18.
You feel me?
Man, that's crazy.
Dude been doing this since 87. I can't even count the features, but when KRS One came, it was definitely a change in the game. Of course, you know, the big battle with, you know, Queens and KRS One. This is the first time that a person took on an entire borough, which is crazy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And KRS One, you know, when he did The Bridge Is Over, bro, that was such a crazy thing. And it took Nas, it took all the way from Nas until Nas dropped. Queens was like,
but that's what Nas said. He was like, that was his mission. Like, I had to bring the bridge back. I had to. Like, that's so crazy. Like, this nigga destroyed the whole borough. And then the whole borough was looking at this 18-year-old kid.
As the savior.
You gonna save us.
Yep.
And he did it.
Big shout to Nas, he did. Because I promise you, like, it was just like, and Nori always tells the story about that when he was locked up. You know, it'd be like, yo, people from Brooklyn, be like, and niggas would be like, Queens. But big shout to them. Queens made a crazy rebound between Mobb Deep, Capone, and Noriega. I feel like Queens, out of all the boroughs, has the biggest stars.
For real? Out of Brooklyn?
The most stars?
So
Queens
who they got? So we got 50, because he's from Jamaica,
50,
Queens.
Nas, Run DMC, Capone and Noriega, Mobb Deep.
Damn, but those five alone, you kind of right.
Those five alone, it's like they...
Who the Bronx got? Fat Joe?
Yeah, Fat Joe's the Bronx. KRS One is the Bronx.
Oh, KRS One?
Remy Ma's the Bronx.
All right.
Big Pun is the Bronx.
BX.
Brooklyn, we got pretty much, you know...
Jay-Z,
Biggie, Big Daddy Kane.
Mos Def.
Talib Kweli.
Okay, so when you go that five and you say stars,
right?
Okay,
like
I see what you're saying.
Like,
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Big shout out to Queens, but you know.
Yeah, shout out to Queens, man.
Still the County of Kings, but the biggest stars are from Brooklyn, which would be Big.
Yeah, of course, because it don't. Yeah, man, Big is.
They got more, but we got the biggest.
Where Big L from?
Harlem.
I
think Harlem has the least amount of superstars.
Yeah, and they got Dame Dash too. So. But back to KRS One, man.
Big shout out to Dame Dash.
KRS One. What's the song you have KRS One?
Oh, well, for me, it was the change game, the game change. Of course, you know, we had the Bridges Over and you know, South Bronx, but when he dropped the album, was My Philosophy. My Philosophy was like, what? And you know, that's when KRS One took on the moniker of the teacher. So he went from, you know, this whole criminal-minded, you know, we're gonna do all of that, to, okay, now he became the teacher. You know, he's dropping songs about black power, black people, and, you know, who the true sons of Ham are. And, you know, he's putting biblical references in. And KRS One at this point is unstoppable. Sound of the Police. Everything he drops is like straight underground. They never really pushed them hardcore on the Jive Records. But KRS One just became this force, and nobody wants to ever follow him performing. I don't care how many hits you got, bro. Not even today. Yeah. You do not want to go on after that.
Yeah, not even today.
Maybe Kendrick.
The teacher. Yeah, KRS One. In all honesty, and this is not a knock to KRS One. I'm not trying to slight KRS One. But I just think that pocket of music, the KRS One, he's the
Queen Latifah's.
Yeah, the Queen Latifahs, the main sources, and there was another one that's on the tip of my tongue.
Like in the conscious kind of.
Yeah, that era, like even like the leaders of the new school. For some reason, I don't know. Like I missed that era of hip hop. Like it doesn't. I'm not gonna say it doesn't resonate with me, but I don't know. Like I don't have a connection to that.
Gotcha.
And maybe because like I didn't have an artist. Like okay, we say Nas, and then Nas took me back to main source, but like just as a whole, like I don't know. Like I can't really say what that era didn't speak to me.
What about Ice Cube?
Same thing. I know Ice Cube joints, but I know and this kind of weirded me out one time. It was back when I was in college. I went over one of my homeboys' cribs just to chill before we went out to a show, and his roommate was an Ice Cube head, like fanatic, bro. And we was having like a hip hop conversation, and like he was getting like mad defensive about Cube, you know what I'm saying? And it was like that was my first time seeing somebody so passionate about Ice Cube. And no, like the Ice Cube, not at all, you know what I'm saying? Like classic artist, gave us some of the best movies in black culture, you know, and American history, you know what I'm saying? Gave us some of the best movies. So I'm not even knocking Ice Cube at all, but I just never saw somebody that was like, Ice Cube, nigga! Passionate about his music, bro. But yeah,
Crib Cold just for Ice Cube.
that era just didn't. I don't know if it just skipped me, and I don't know. Maybe I need to go back and invest more time into that era. There is some Tribe that does resonate with me. Excuse me.
But that's all around 93, 4-ish. All of those.
Yeah, and like I said, that late '80s, early '90s era of hip hop was so much of it that was there. It really, like I said, hip hop didn't really catch a hold of me until 94, 95, and then 96 was that big explosion. Yeah. And then really, for my reference point, that's where I go back to. All my favorite albums came out in 96.
Indeed.
So, and that might be a reason why I can't get past that barrier to go back. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny because, you know, when people get to a certain age, they don't even listen to new music no more. Facts. They just listen to they era music and that's it. Facts. So it's like, you know, when we was little kids, you know, the oldie stations would come on, I don't listen to this crap. And now we at that space and it's like, you know.
It's like that with my rap though. My R&B and my soul shit, I'm always listening to old classic. I'm all over the place when it comes to that
okay,
shit.
name me 5 new R&B artists.
New R&B, Rich.
Yeah.
New.
Yeah, new.
Money Long, Ella May. We say new, we still count like 2000s?
No, new like, you know, recent. Because, you know, like...
Bryson Tiller.
You're a DJ. I can't even ask you that. It doesn't matter what you do. But you ask the average person, name me some new R&B people, they'd be like, nah. They could do Mary J. Blige, and they could do Chase, and they could do Jodeci.
It's none of those no more. It's none of those type acts. Hell, we can go a step further. There's no Anita Bakers. You know what I'm saying?
No new additions.
No new additions, right. So
I could have been a 6 month.
This era of hip hop, makes me go back to what I grew up with.
Right. Because a lot of the newer stuff, it's not a knock to it. Because, you know, even in the stuff you don't like, there's always gonna be somebody that's popping.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But for the most part, you know, we used to rewind to memorize lyrics. Like, yo, son, did you hear what he said?
Facts.
And it's like, now it's like, did you hear what he moaned?
Yeah.
I gotta say my right.
Man, I was shopping the other day, and we're gonna move forward after this, but I was shopping the other day, and I don't know what Kanye West song it was. It came up on the shuffle. And he rapped the first verse, he got to the hook, he did a part of a second verse, then he just kind of got to like a chant, then he got back to the hook. And then for the rest of the song, he was like, I swear to God, like this is, I'm not making up words because I can't remember what he's saying. This is what he's saying.
Right.
I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna pay. like he's like, you know how we be trying to like fumble like a verse in our head? It's like he's trying to fill out a verse in his head, but this is the verse.
Right.
Me filling out the verse. And I was like, niggas bumping this?
Big shout out to that.
Yo, this is crazy. I wish I remember the name of the song on top of my head. And he got another joint like it on the Life of Pablo, 30 Hours, where he does that on 30 Hours, but it's more like the outro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's like just fucking around on the outro.
Right.
This was like the verse.
Kanye do that, and I've seen people do that where they and then go back and fill in the words that are actually
right, because we're trying to get the flow down. Yeah, we're trying to get the flow, and we're gonna fill in the words later. Right. Nah, that was the nigga's verse.
Right.
So, rap nowadays and what people consider hot, bruh. Give me Reasonable Doubt. Let me just put Reasonable Doubt.
Reasonable Doubt. Reasonable Doubt, and this is essential to that. But why do you think there was such an erosion in just lyricism?
Lil Wayne.
Wow.
No knock to Lil Wayne, but Lil Wayne made a career off not writing lyrics.
Right.
And made it a point to say that.
Well, Jay-Z too.
Okay.
Biggie too.
Lil Wayne, then you combine that with the drugs and all that stuff, the rock star lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So imagery became more, virality became more of importance than me actually saying something.
Right.
Or I can say something that's wild.
Right.
Then that might be the only thing people remember from the song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Beat the pussy up, Emmett Till.
I will give Wayne this. Wayne made it popular for
you didn't react to that like I thought you would.
Yeah. I'll give him, I'll give him
Don't
this.
tell me that. Have you normalized it?
Because that's what hip hop has come into now. But Wayne's still nice because, one of the greatest lines I ever heard was, real G's move in silence.
Like lasagna.
Like lasagna.
Of course, I still say that bar to this day.
And of course, you don't want to get a latex from them because you didn't wear a latex.
Yeah, right. He didn't even know he wrote that. Somebody repeated that, but he said, the nigga said, I wrote that?
That's dope. I wrote that.
Damn, okay.
Safe sex is great sex. Better wear latex. Because you don't want that latex. And I think I'm latex.
You said that. I'm gonna talk. I don't know when I said it or why I said it or where I said it.
Right.
I said it.
The one thing that I will give Wayne credit for is eating pussy. He made it so that you could just eat pussy.
Yeah, I'm pussy like a monster.
And personally speaking, as a person, I just don't see how you just stick your face in every box. I mean, that's a very personal. If you ain't my chick, I'm not just. Hey, you could have a cream puff surprise waiting. I'm not doing that. So I'll give Wayne props on that line. You know what I'm saying? Like
that
he was the guy who made just eating any box. Just okay.
That's what we mean by filth lady. That's why he brought up Akinyele earlier.
Yeah, that was another level. See, I can deal.
Back to these veggies. Healthy.
Essential. Do you feel like Wayne is an essential veggie?
He has at least one. Man,
God of War was dope.
You're gonna make me look it up, bro.
God of War was dope.
I know.
And
Sidetrack.
And essentials and essentials sometimes gets I guess convoluted by eras too. I guess but I think it's necessary for us to study the whole thing as a whole. But I do want us to get back to serious lyricism because I love to listen to some good lyrics.
Late Lil Wayne has more, I would probably say, fruits, oils and fats.
Yeah.
And cheat meals.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like late Lil Wayne.
He had fruits with him and Kendrick, Mona Lisa.
Yeah, and he had some other fruits too. Like I feel like She Will.
Yeah.
Pussy Money Weed.
One of my favorite lines. And you know what's funny about Wayne? Wayne has just some legendary lines. Mm-hmm. I like them two at a time. Call them changing faces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. The man got some bars now. We're not ever gonna deny Lil Wayne. I was trying to see if I can find this one.
But how much does drugs and lean and syrup have an effect on your ability to not speak and just slur?
And that's the stuff that we talk about.
And people always try to it's a vibe. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a vibe. So is
oh yeah, shooting down
to your max. That's a vibe.
I feel like Shoot Me Down. I feel like Shoot Me Down is a veggie.
Yes. Shoot Me Down's dope.
Tie My Hands could be a veggie. I had to go back and look back at the
My
lyrics.
DJ?
Nah, that's a fruit. Go DJ.
Go DJ. Well, that's one of his biggest records.
But that's like a fruit though. That's like a party record.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? That's something upbeat, lively. It is. But back to these veggies. The last one, man. We got to show some respect to the ladies.
Oh, absolutely.
This last one, while it is also a certified classic, we feel like it fits the veggie category a lot more. And that is U.N.I.T.Y.
U-E-N-L-I-T-I.
Queen Latifah.
Whew. U.N.I.T.Y. Who you calling a bitch? What? That was a statement and a half, bro.
Yes. She addressed this joint.
Domestic violence.
Yeah, she was definitely trying. This song, you could play this song today and still educate people on what the black community needs to do. You know, how we can obviously be better still to this day. It's a shame that a track like this will probably get rejected as being woke. And it's a shame that a lot of women probably still would reject the, like, you know. Because Megan Thee Stallion has a song called, like, I'd rather you call me bitch. Right. And like, I'd rather you call me. But she tried to justify, like, because you going to say it anyway.
Right.
So I'd rather you call me it. So to have, that's like the antithesis
of Queen
Latifah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, brain food, something that you need to get better. Yes. And that's that's the essential part of what a vegetable is.
Absolutely. And even the same thing with Queen Latifah, you know, then you could take the same shit with her and Moni, ladies first.
Yeah.
You know, it was all about female empowerment. And it's like, you know, we're at a space now where it's like, it's not empowerment to me. It's like, let me just show you the best way to be a whore. That part.
And I'm so glad that there are some women out there that are starting to get tired of the whore and stripper culture. I'm glad to see that too.
Yeah, it don't work.
But Queen Latifah.
And plus, strippers never have clean bathrooms. But anyway, moving right along.
This came out in '93, so Queen Latifah been fighting this fight for a long time. Ain't no telling how many dirty bathrooms she done walked in. But this from her third studio album, Black Rain. It was a single released by Motown. Damn.
Video was dope too.
Yeah. Wasn't it black and white?
No, it was in color because her brother had just died and they had the whole second thing.
Okay.
Ben from Tretch, Ben from Angel was in it. It was dope.
November 9th, 1993. U.N.I.T.Y. focused on confronting disrespect of women in society, issues of street harassment, domestic violence, and slurs against women in hip-hop culture.
Right.
A song that still speaks volumes to this day.
So now we have the current, I guess, class of female rappers who are embracing horality. Is that a word, horality?
Yeah, horology.
I like horality.
Horality.
It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Not morality, but horality.
Reach out to me and put a trademark on that tomorrow, horality.
My man Webster gonna have a word to say with you.
Yeah, no question. But so much so that, you know, the culture is embraced like, yeah, girl, be a whole, it's all good. Let your box get run through by 87
That's
dudes.
empowerment these days. That's empowerment. Some of these women, let them tell it. We the hoes. They got a roster. They the ones that crack niggas.
Well, actually, that would be what would be considered tricks.
Exactly.
We're paying to abuse and use you up until you're no longer used. And then it's like, okay. And then now, at that point, you want a good guy.
Right. And then this is what she said in the first verse. Instinct leads me to another flow. Every time I hear a brother call a girl a bitch or a hoe. Trying to make a sister feel low, you know all of that got to go. See, all the first 4 bars. See, bro, this got to go, man.
And Megan Thee Stallion said, nah, we got to bring it all
back. Yeah. Cardi, we got to bring it all the way back. All the way. Wet ass pussy. Queen Latifah was trying to tell y'all, man.
MC Lyte was trying to tell y'all.
That part, too.
You know?
Veggies, vegetable, brain food, man.
Light as a rock.
Exactly. Come on, bro.
Just like a test, I crammed to understand you. MC Lyte, yo.
And men were rapping these songs, too. Men were Queen Latifah fans. Men were MC Light fans. Like, it wasn't
Respectful too, like
respectful.
yo, Light is dope, yo.
Exactly. If you can rap,
Get
you
a
can
roughneck,
rap.
gotta get a roughneck. He needed in the
She-
morning, so I gotta get a roughneck.
She had songs about men and what she liked, but it's the way that she did it.
And we memorized. Like I don't, I can't memorize her making this.
Right.
Now, I ain't gonna
Salt
hold
Pepper
you-
had got her, man. You know, they had they, you know. What you mean? It's all how you do it, man.
I ain't gonna hold you. I mean, listen, I do some Cardi shit, but it's just overall, it's like I'm not gonna play this with my daughter.
Nah.
I'll play Light, I'll play Latifah, but I ain't playing none of this current broads.
Yeah,
with
I'm
my daughter.
not. I don't even feel even as a DJ, I don't even feel right playing WAP.
Oh God.
Like, there's some hoes in this house.
Maybe
like, that's how
maybe
they
at a
start.
bachelor party for men.
Yeah, I mean, it's just if I'm at a stripper function or something
There
like
you
that.
go.
But it's just is this what y'all really want?
Listen, it deteriorated so much so that you can relate it to like even the slutty vegan. You walk into that
Yeah.
store, they call it, hey whore,
Yeah,
hey, you look like you could suck on.
yeah.
What the hell?
It's kind of ingrained in a lot of our women today.
And it is.
And Queen Latifah was punching niggas dead in their eye for calling them a bitch.
bitch.
Like Queen Latifah, that's what the last bar. Well, the last 4 bars. I turned around, read somebody was catching the wrath. Then the little one said, ha ha, yeah, me bitch, and laughed. Since he was with his boys, he tried to break fly, huh? I punched him dead in his eye and said, who you calling a bitch?
U.N.I.T.Y. Love a black woman from infinity to infinity. And even say the same shit, love a black man from infinity to. It's like this, the self-love part of it is gone.
Gone.
And if a lot of, I think, them went back to the basics and the essentials, it was like, yo, hip-hop is really about revolution and inspiration.
And love.
And
then what I learned earlier, like Sunday, shout out to my homegirl Carla, she had a lecture series at Lorem Ipsum, and as she was talking about, revolution isn't always like a war.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's spiritual revolutions.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Cultural revolutions. Mm-hmm. The Harlem Renaissance was a revolution.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We was talking about the DJ Renaissance that's happening now. This is obvious. This is clear. And then the fact that there's no rap song in the top 40, there's no MC in the top 40, and now DJs are making all it's a revolution.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? It's a revolution. So maybe that's where we're at now with female rap. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's where we're at with rap as a whole. Mm. This is a revolution point.
It is.
It's time for the cycle to...
We've been saying that for a while, though.
Of course, but everything is cyclical.
It is.
And I just think, horror, stripper rap is played out. Now,
the interesting thing is, we've had genres that have just disappeared that black people have created. Disco and, bebop, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Will hip-hop survive another 50 years?
That's a good question, man.
Is it?
I don't know, man. Nas said hip-hop was dead about 10, 15 years ago.
Damn sure did.
So, and it has Kendrick up for 9 Grammys.
Yeah. So probably the highest grossing tour.
Kendrick is up for 9 Grammys this year. So if Nas said hip hop was dead 15, almost 20 years ago now, and we still got Kendrick Lamar bringing in 9 Grammy nominations, I don't know if he's gonna take home all 9. Mm-hmm.
But what he's done with hip hop is different, though.
And that's the thing too, and why I say that, why I'm not upset with there not being songs in the top 40. I'm not upset at that because hip hop was never for the charts anyway.
Nah, it's always been for the streets.
So, and I think that might be another part of the revolution. It's taking the focus off these numbers. Nobody really gives a fuck anyway. G&X was one of the best albums this year. Then they got for 9 Grammys, and yeah, that word Luther was the longest charting song, and then Luther charted for 13 weeks. Mm-hmm. All right. Cool. But when you go back, my daughter 13 years old, and said that she got a different appreciation for G&X now when she goes back and listens to it now. Now, mind you, my daughter's a theater major. She's a theater major, and she performs musicals and all this other stuff. So music is, she's a very big music head.
Right.
But GNX is proving that you can have quality hip hop
Yes,
without it being on the charts.
indeed.
It was never meant for the. They ain't even. Hip hop wasn't even allowed on charts. Like we didn't even get recognized as a genre for so long anyway.
It wouldn't even when it made the Grammys, they didn't even play the part where they want.
And they probably still won't. He got 9 nominations, but we probably won't see but maybe 2 of the ones that he nominated on TV.
And they just nominated Salt and Pepper into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Shout out to Outkast. They just got inducted
as
this
well.
past weekend. I was trying to wear my Outkast shirt, but I messed it up on the way.
ATLians dropped in 1994. What was so amazing about that was that's when us in New York was like, yo, the South is popping.
Of course.
Like we were always very snobby in New York with our hip hop. Like, yo, where you from, bro?
Man, what Outkast say? I mean, what Andre 3000 say?
But it's like this though. I'm tired of folks, you know what I'm saying? Them closed-minded folks, you know what I'm saying? It's like we got a demo tape and don't nobody want to hear, but it's like this, the South got something to say. That's all I got to say.
The South got something to say.
Indeed.
And now these ones in the Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, that's a beautiful thing.
It is.
Is Queen Latifah in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I'm not sure, but she should be.
She should be.
And big shout out to Outkast because they recognize the fact that Slick Rick, they did a song called The Art of Storytelling.
Yep.
It's a great song, by the way.
And they got part 1 and part 2. They got their own version of it too, The Art of Storytelling.
Absolutely.
That's how, yeah. But
And maybe some of these people who can't really rhyme should get with people who can really rhyme. Maybe we'll figure it out. And no disrespect to your boy 21 Savage. I like 21 Savage. I think he's dope.
Playboy Cardi and Kendrick Lamar got a song together.
Who?
Kendrick Lamar and Playboy Cardi.
You say Playboy Cardi is like
Well, you said people that can't rap. We need people that
can really rap.
Yeah. That song's interesting too.
Yeah, it is. And it's funny because what I like about Playboy Cardi is like, woke up 2 niggas on there like me. I like that. It's dope. But other than that, I couldn't tell you another line. Yeah. My kids love some Playboy
Cardi. Right. Shout out to Playboy
But
Cardi.
like when 21 Savage did a song with Nas, it was like, when he first tried to diss Nas, and Nas was like, I ain't even going, let's just do a song together.
Yeah, Nas good for that.
Yeah, he was like,
he good for that.
Good.
Shout out to my GOAT, man.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get like Lil Uzi Vert featuring the Clips.
That actually. And you know what's crazy? Look, this wasn't always Lil Uzi style. Like before he became this nigga, because he from Philly. Mm-hmm. The nigga, I saw some early Lil Uzi videos. Bro used to like really have bars.
Because everybody in Philly, like the whole Philly is nice.
And then he chose the rock star shit, and that's worked out for him, whatever he wanted to do. But like, bro, that was an era of Lil Uzi like that really had bars and that could really rap, man. Shout out Lil Uzi, man. Shout out Philly.
And no disrespect to none of the new wave. All we really want you to do is get your essentials in hip hop. So I feel like, and we feel like, once you're really educated in it, then we can advance the culture. But you can't not include all of the pioneers who got you to this point where you can even make this kind of money. Like hip hop has been so innovative. Even when we was getting jerked back in the days on contract, they figured out, we're gonna make money on ringtones.
Yeah.
We're gonna make money other ways. So hip hop has always been the most innovative. And if you think about it, all of these artists, whether white, black, age, whatever, none of them was getting money like the hip hoppers.
Yeah, no.
Because we bought that hustle mentality. It was like, okay, so you going to jam me on this bread? Yeah. That's no problem. I'm going to go.
Brands, getting your own label, the clothing line, your liquor. That was like the rapper package.
That's
especially going into the 2000s, man. And
rap snacks, we got chips now.
And you look at some of the biggest players in entertainment now. They were rappers and they don't rap no more. They don't have to rap no more. 50 Cent being one, Jay-Z being the other. So it's like,
But Nas still dropping another album with Primo.
Nas still rapping.
And people been waiting for this Primo Nas album for 30 years.
Nas still rapping, man.
And killing it too.
Yeah, that's my guy, man. King's Disease, that series, the Magic series. And then he about to open up a casino.
Come on, man.
And already.
He's about to do the Rat Pack thing.
Hey.
That'd be dope.
I'm just like I said, that's the evolution of it though. That's the evolution of hip hop. And you gotta that's also growth and maturity too. And I'm just glad that we still have legends of the game, you know, that didn't get taken out by no bullshit. Cause
Right.
just imagine like a Big and Pac was still here,
Right,
man. Like
right.
the ecosystem that hip hop could have had.
Amazing.
But that's why we here, man, at Healthy to facilitate the history, preserve it, to educate it with it, and to ultimately move it forward, man. We do not want this culture to die.
At all.
It has birthed so many great things.
Mm-hmm.
This great gentleman here, child of hip hop.
This guy right here.
Child
Greatest
of
DJ
hip-hop.
if you ain't never seen him, Jesus Lord.
And
My favorite DJ.
We're just we're blessed to be able to have the means to discuss it.
Right.
And to have an audience that's willing to listen.
Absolutely.
So this is episode 2,
Dos.
the vegan episode.
Los Veganos.
We went through our veggies and our whole grains. Our veggies was U.N.I.T.Y, Queen Latifah.
Slick Rick Dougie Fresh.
Slick.
Show
No. That was a whole grain.
That was whole grain.
That was a whole
The
grain.
veggies.
The veggie mathematics, Mos Def, aka Yasin Bey, and then we had the KRS One. What was the joint?
What joint was it? It's like philosophy.
But philosophy. My philosophy, KRS One.
And I would have to throw in You Must Learn. Because
You
You
Must
Must Learn. You Must Learn, yo, he broke down biblical shit. He broke down how white people manipulated us. Like KRS One was just, is another level.
Yeah, man. Shout out to KRS One. Shout out
the
to
teacher.
Mos Def. Shout out to Queen Latifah for having providing some balance
No question.
to what could have been like a carb heavy discussion.
Very carbon.
But we got some greens in. Our gut is satisfied.
No question.
And we're going to move on to episode 3, man. Thank y'all so much.
That would be tres. How many of y'all gonna learn Spanish too while you're rocking with us?
Next episode is fruits and dairy. So
And if you're vegan, we'll do alternative meals.
we'll call that the smoothie episode.
I like that.
Yeah.
Get you a smoothie.
Yeah. So next episode 3 gonna be the smoothie episode. We got fruits and dairy.
like
We got alternate versions. It ain't just cow's milk. We got almond milk. We got oat milk. We got
Hemp
what
milk.
kind of hemp milk?
H-E-M-P, hemp milk. Hemp milk is the best milk of all milks, most protein.
Y'all heard that? Hemp milk?
Hemp milk. Get you some hemp seeds, blend them up with some spring water. You got hemp milk. Throw a couple dates.
Come to Lilla, man.
Vanilla. Bam. We put that in a peanut butter banana smoothie. Ain't got no
to
milk in there, Brody.
Healthy.
We played no games, son.
All right, man. We'll see y'all
Peace
later.
out.
Peace.